well, I've heard from other people the joy that you kind of carried throughout this process, and like people being surprised by it, but also you mentioning just your faith and your belief. It's like, hey, like I trust God, like I have faith in Him. That obviously doesn't just like, one day like boom, you have this joy and you have this faith and you have this trust. So take us before this. How was that instilled into you for this moment, right? Because you didn't expect this. It wasn't like you planned for this. But what did it look like before for this to be instilled into you?
It's a good question. I never had like a big aha moment in my faith journey. I grew up in a family that was like lukewarm Catholic. We went to church Sundays, and I did like the weekday church class kind of thing. And it was very like tradition, rules. When I got to college, I joined a campus ministry, and that was, they were not Catholic affiliated, they were Assemblies of God affiliated, and so I kind of went from organs and rules and sit, stand, all of that, to like live band and people raising their hands, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, and in that, I went kind of personally, my growth went from this is how you do things, kind of like the rules and tradition, to here's what it looks like to have a personal relationship with God. And from there, it was a lot more of me building that personal relationship with God, just studying scripture, being in small groups. I think community has been huge all throughout my spiritual growth, from that campus ministry, and then every time I've moved a few times in my life, I've had kind of this pattern of God challenges me to step out, and then I have like this time where I'm like, okay, this is kind of hard, and then He like teaches me something, and each time I've put community at the forefront. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm moving to a new place. Step 1 is move into my house. Step 2 is find a church and find a community. And I think that is the thing, community, that has helped me in building my faith and building my joy, because one of the huge things in the hospital that had me have that joy was that I wasn't focused on being alone and being sad in a hospital bed. I was getting all these messages and all these people visiting, and so it was easy to have joy when you're just seeing the people around you. And even like when I would get messages, I would be like, oh my goodness, I haven't talked to that person in years, and they're replying, and it was almost this experience of like, wow, look at all of the people that I've connected with and all of the people that I've touched in these points, up to this point in my life. And it was just very easy to have joy.
Wow.